In this current climate, having a rental property in Edmonton can be an amazing investment. Not only can it appreciate in value, but many times the rent you receive from tenants will also cover most or all of the mortgage. And so every single month, it'll be like the tenant is putting money right into your savings account. We're also seeing very low interest rates, and some lenders are becoming more supportive of investors here in Alberta. My name is Jason Beatty. I'm your realtor with eXp Realty, because your move matters. Now, of course, it's not exactly passive income. You'll probably be managing renters. You might be responsible for yard care, cleaning, snow removal as well, and taking care of the repairs. So even if you hire a management company, you still are the final line of defense to ensure that these responsibilities are being covered. It's also important to make sure that the investment property you choose sets you up for success. I always say that we make our money when we buy, not when we sell. There are a lot of mistakes to avoid, all right? So with that in mind, there are three main things to consider before investing in rental property. Number one, I think it's really important that you understand the numbers. So before you invest in any rental property, it's vital to understand both your financial situation prior to the purchase as well as the financial results after the purchase. Let's look at each one. Your starting financial status. So before you even think about property investment, make sure you have everything you need, personally and professionally. Are you paying your bills easily? Are you in trouble with debt? Do you have enough cash flow for emergencies, insurance, your retirement, and even for your personal life? If not, now is not the time to invest in real estate. You can't buy a home and expect renters to arrive and bail you out of a difficult situation. You want to invest from a position of strength and not an area of desperation. Once your personal life is in order, take a look at your savings. Do you have enough money for a down payment? Can you afford the homeowner insurance, taxes, fees? What about repairs? Remember, the more you borrow can also mean the less property will return. The more you borrow, the less return you have. Number two is the rental property itself. Once you're in the right situation to invest in a property, you must understand all the numbers behind each purchase option that you evaluate. You need to choose one where the return on the investment is strong. The last thing you want to do is have yourself hung up with an ugly money pit on your hands. So consider the location and the size of the property to determine how much rent it will command. Think about whether quality tenants want to live in this area. Don't overlook the repairs you'll need to do to make it a property that is ready to rent, as well as repairs for the property that may require both short and long term. Compare your return against your expected expenses to make sure you're receiving more money in than going out. This is called positive cash flow. Think about property taxes, fees, periodic repairs, and anything that you're paying to the management company. Don't forget to factor in the mortgage payments as well. So I'm sure you've heard the old saying, location, location, location. This is true in the Edmonton rental market as well. High-quality renters are attracted to the top-line spaces. It may seem like a great deal to invest in a rundown property or an undesirable part of town because you can get it on the cheap. Sometimes you get what you pay for. Even if the expected lower rent is a good return, the truth is that you won't get quality renters. So you need to find an area that people want to live in long-term. Let's make this easy for you. Otherwise, it'll feel like your property has a revolving door. You'll always be looking for new tenants. Now, each month of vacancy is money out of your pocket and dramatically reduces your return on investment, not to mention the added time and money to clean up and get the property ready to show. So think about the good schools, the parks, the rec centers, as well as transit routes in the neighborhood. Look for desirable properties and the amenities that are near them. So we also have the LRT expansion throughout Edmonton, and so this could create future opportunity for you to consider as well. If you can find something near great restaurants, parks, entertainment, and the Edmonton River Valley, that's even better. Who doesn't enjoy walking or biking by the North Saskatchewan River? Of course, these better properties can cost a little bit more. However, knowing that you have a desirable location with long-term tenants will make the financial outcome worthwhile. You will always have the added benefit of appreciation. In more desirable areas, the value of your investment will appreciate much faster than in undesirable areas. Number three, consider the risks. Any investment has a risk of loss. Even if we put the money in a savings account, after the basic interest that you may have given, it may not have kept up with inflation. This means the cost of milk could be going up faster than the rate that your dollar is making in the bank. That's why the possibility of return. there's a risk. When you're considering an investment property, you need to think carefully about the risk of renting and be prepared to handle them. Vacancy is probably the most significant risk. Months of no tenants equals months of no income. Just that simple. But guess what? The bank still wants to get paid. It's important to limit your risk as much as possible by choosing a high quality property in a desirable area with great community features. You should also budget to have some additional cash available in case you face lean times. You also want to be prepared for major repairs. Sometimes these can be planned and sometimes they pop up out of nowhere. Having proper insurance and a rainy day fund is essential. Finally, you need to be ready in case you have difficult tenants. Some may pay late, some may promise to pay but never do so. Or you may even need to evict them. Dealing with these hiccups can be time consuming, so be sure to have a strategy ahead of time. Be prepared before you invest. Now, having a rental property can be highly profitable if you do it well. Once you've taken these considerations into account, you'll be able to tell if you have the right opportunity in front of you. When doing anything, understand the rules of the game. By understanding the rules of the game, it will help you just set yourself up for success, and the games become way more fun. If you'd like to meet, have a coffee, and discuss how we can help you get you started or just answer some questions, just reach out to us or click the link. We're here to help you with all your Edmonton real estate needs. My name is Jason Beatty, your realtor with eXp Realty, because your move matters.